Hi students, welcome. So now we are discussing about how to construct a epicycloids. Right. So our question is a ball of diameter 50 rolls on the outside. So in that problem, the outside they mention or otherwise a rolling wheel rolls on. So one on the other. So like this type of condition they given in problem is we know that this is epicycloid only. Clear? A ball of diameter 50 rolls on the outside of another ball of diameter 180 for one revolution. Draw the path traced by a point on the smaller ball. So it is nothing but the smaller ball diameter is 50 Let us consider this is a rolling wheel, and that another ball of diameter 180 it's nothing but directing wheel. So here rolling wheel rolls on the another wheel, that is called epicycloid. So first you draw one axis at an incline, our wish. You select one point, that is O. Now the another wheel means 180 diameter they given. Take some 90 as the radius. You draw one arc. Clear? Then that arc where it is intersecting on the axis, let us consider this is the point P. From point P, the rolling wheel you constructed. The rolling wheel diameter is 50 therefore 25 as the radius. Let us consider this is another center O. This is O means therefore let us consider this O1. Clear? So O1 as the center, O1 to P 25 okay, as per the given problem. As the radius you draw one circle. This is rolling wheel. A rolling wheel of dia 50, it rolls on the 180 diameter wheel. It is rolls on epicycloid. After that, similar to cycloids, you divide the circle into n equal parts. For example, so this is one axis is the another one. Divide the circle into 8 equal parts. The starting point P here, let us consider this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clear? Then after that you calculate one small calculation. So that one is theta. If you want how much distance. So in a normal cycloid means pi d distance, but here theta is equal to, okay, so small r divided by caps r into 360 degree, or otherwise small d divided by caps d. Clear? So here small r means rolling wheel. So the rolling wheel radius is, in this problem I have 50 they given, therefore radius 25. And next one is the directing wheel, that is 180 diameter, therefore radius is 90 clear, into 360. Clear? Therefore how much angle we get? So this one is 4 times, so 100 degree. Clear? The theta is 100 degree. Clear? So therefore keep protractor on O. So from this is 0 degree, 10, 20, 30 like this, 90, 100 degree. So this is 100 degree. From here you draw one line. Clear? So this angle is 100 degree. As per the given values we get 100 degree. Clear? Then now take compass O as the center. O to P already one curve is there initially. Now O to 7 as this O to 7 as the radius, you draw one arc. That arc definitely is passing through number 1. You draw arc concentric. Then O to 6, O to 6 as the radius, you draw one arc. That arc is definitely is passing through number 2. Clear? Now O to 5 as the radius, you draw one arc, O as the center. Then O to 4 as the radius, O as the center, you draw another concentric arc. Then, and one more thing, here the O to O1, it is the radius, you draw a arc, it is the center point also is there, therefore that arc I drawn in that center point method, curve dot curve, like this. Clear? This one, like, then the theta 100 degree, is divided into n equal parts. That n value is equal to how many parts, equal parts we are divided into circle here 8. Therefore, that angle also divided into same 8 equal parts. We know that divide an angle method. By using that method, you divide that angle into that 100 degree divided into 8 equal parts. Divide an angle method. We know that. Like this. Clear? Very simple. Some angle is there. You take compass here to here. You make it one arc, 1 and 2 like this. From 1 you take some x radius. Okay, you mark it one arc. Same radius from 2 like this. You join it at intersection. So this is definitely this theta by 2, theta by 2. Same procedure. So this half portion furtherly you divide into 2 like this. Again this quarter portion you furtherly divide into 2. So like this. So now we are dividing an arc into 2 power n equal parts. Clear? So here we divide 8 equal parts. Then you mark it centers. So this is first one, center C1, center C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8 or start P. Then very simple, C1 as the center, take radius is 25 mm of rolling wheel. So therefore 25 mm as the radius, C1 as the center, intersect arc on that number 1 arc here, that is point P1. Next C2 as the center, intersect arc on that number 2. So this is point P2. C3 as the center, intersect arc on that 5 3 no. So that is 3 P3. C4 as the center, intersect arc on that number 4. We get point 4. Like that, C5 means P5, C6 means P6, C7 means P7, C8 this one. So now the start and end both are lies on same. So starting point P 1 2 3 4, that is P1 P2 P3 P4 P5 P6 P7 P8 and P, both are same. So now you join all the points by free hand curve from P. P2 P1 P2 P3 P4, then P5 P6 P7 P. So this one is epicycloids, cycloidal curve. Clear? This one epicycloidal curve. In the same problem, they are asking in case how to construct a tangent or normal means very simple. For example, anywhere, let us assume anywhere. So we select anywhere here, that is point M. So now M as the center, take 25. Rolling wheel size, how much is that? That radius you take it. So in this problem 50 means 25 as the radius, M as the center, intersect or contact, same. Okay, center. Okay, all the P1 P2 points we get from C1 C2 C3 centers. Similar case, now it's a reverse procedure. We get M point, that is P suffix M. Now we want center point. Okay, CM, right? So this one, no. So then all the C1 C2 points you from O like that. This point also you join it O, cut up. Now that line where it is intersecting on that this one PP curve, that is called directing curve. This here it is intersecting. Now this point let us consider here to here the normal comes. So you put letter N, the N and M you join it. Okay, let us consider this is normal, N dash. Then you know that the line perpendicular, that is T dash, that is tangent. Clear? Right. Thank you.